In this video, an alternate method to determining the line of best fit will be presented in comparison to what you might find in your Signpost textbook. Some things to remember that you'll need to use to determine the equation of the line of best fit is the equation of a straight line in gradient intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your gradient or slope, and b is a y-intercept. So when you're given an accurate graph, scatter plot with a trend line included, you can simply look at the graph and determine where is the y-intercept. And in this case, for this example, the y-intercept is 7. And then to determine the gradient, pick two friendly points on the graph. For instance, this one here that's highlighted in purple, and this one here that's also highlighted in purple, they're friendly in that they rest on a grid mark. This is our rise. That is our run. Paying attention to the scale, because not all scales will be a scale of 1 like this graph. Determine what your rise is, and that's a rise of 2. Determine what your run is, and that's a run of 3. It's a negative correlation, so therefore the gradient is going to be negative, and it's rise over run. And once you determine that from the graph, you've got your equation of your line of best fit. It's y equals, we determine our gradient to be negative 2/3, x with a y-intercept of a positive 7, so plus 7. In the case for other graphs, you may need to draw in the line of best fit first, in which case use a straight edge and draw it in. And that's my equation of the line of best fit. In fact, I don't really like that because it's too far underneath all of my data points. So I'm going to try it again. And perhaps line that up. And I slightly missed a couple of those, but it looks pretty good. The key thing here is find an approximation. You just saw where I drew one line and didn't particularly like it, erased it and tried again. And once you draw in that line of best fit, same thing, you need to determine what is your y-intercept. So that's your b, and that's a positive 2. What's your gradient? And this is where you want to pick two friendly points, assuming that you actually have to. And again, this is approximation, so I'm going to use this point here. I highlighted in purple, and this one here that's slightly off of my grid, or it's slightly off of my point, but it's on a grid mark. So there's my rise, there's my run. Paying attention to scale, that's a rise of 1, 2, 3, and a run of 3 as well. So therefore, it's a positive correlation. So that will be a positive gradient. Rise is 3, run is 3, so that's a gradient of 1. So I got y equals 1, x plus 2. And there's how you can easily find the line of best fit given an accurately graphed scatter plot and trend line.